Welcome to the Thunderdome that is Bad Takeout. Jeremy on the mic with the lovable, huggable, short, Peter Dinklage looking.
I am.
Sometimes looking like Nick Stahl.
I've gotten that.
Last night on the train, someone said you look like William H. Macy's little brother.
Yeah, with
Kevin
Victoria.
Crowley.
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
Hey, Jeremy.
That's a lot of people to get mistaken for. Like William H. Macy,
I heard Kiefer Sutherland before,
Kiefer Sutherland.
but they were blind. So,
Oh, so they had no...
yeah.
Did they feel your face?
They did like Mask. Remember that movie? Rocky Dennis?
That's like the worst insult you could ever say to
Never
someone.
call-
Just say to someone, you know, that person looks a little bit like Rocky Dennis.
Yeah, especially when they're like, dude, you look like Rocky Dennis. Like, no one ever takes that,
It's
politely.
never. That's never a nice thing to say to someone.
Never.
What's going on, Kev?
I'm tired.
Why? Because you had to work.
I had to work today.
A tough day.
Yeah. And I was a little hungover.
I had a tough day.
Why?
I had to watch Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. I had to hang out on the roof and get sun. I read like 5 comic books
You
today.
got some sun?
Yeah.
Did you take your tits out?
Took my tits out.
There you go.
No.
You gotta get a little... What, you tan with a shirt on?
No, I had my shirt off for a little bit, but I wasn't
Yeah.
really tanning. I was just kind of
You
relaxing
gotta
on
get
the
some
roof in the
color,
sun.
man. Just to get a base.
Just to get a base.
I mean, I got like,
You're pale white. You're almost
are you
translucent,
kidding
Kevin.
me? Look at me.
You lift up your shirt, you can almost see all the way through you.
No. I'm very fair skinned, so
You're fair skinned.
so I absorb a lot of sun. I'm like a mutant. But not really.
So, how was work so tough today? Tell the audience why work was so tough for
I
you.
just kind of went in with I fell asleep on my couch, woke up at 4:30 just to sleep until 6:20 in my bed. So my back.
How come you didn't go to bed?
Well, we went to Fish last night.
Which is why we're a day late. We did go to the
Yes.
Fish concert last night at the Hollywood Bowl here in sunny Hollywood, California.
Right. Yeah, it's like what you win when you're, on a game show or something. Universal Studios.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of funny. Like, you think back, like...
Watching Nickelodeon.
What was it called? The Double Dare.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like,
Mark Summers loved throwing
Legends of the
people.
Hidden Temple. And it would always be, like, inevitably, you and your trip for 4 to a lovable, wonderful weekend in Hollywood, sunny California.
And I had never...
moving here for 8 years, what a
shithole.
shithole. I think Dice had a great line, like, he had, like, that... he used to do the song from Beverly Hillbillies. So they load up the truck and they move to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars, dykes, gays. And he went on and on. And he goes, what a fucking lovable place to raise your kids.
Well, Dice is in the new Woody Allen movie.
Yeah, Blue Jasmine.
And apparently it's very good.
Apparently he's really good.
That's crazy. Good for Dice. I saw Dice at the Sherman Oaks 24-Hour Fitness on a treadmill. And I was like, oh, it's fucking Dice. And he was wearing the sunglasses and he had like...
He actually lost a lot of weight since we went to that 24. We used to both go there.
Right.
And we used to have the same trainer.
Yes.
And he used to tell me that Dice would come in and he refused to check in. He thought, you know who I am by looking at me. I'm paying the bills.
Look
here.
at me, honey.
Right.
Like he's like Frank Sinatra after, like just dropping the fucking F-bomb every day.
Well, he was on, he's been on a couple of shows. He's been doing the circuit, right? He was on Opie and Anthony. He was on Howard.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost a shit ton of weight. Like, he got into real shape to be in the movie.
Yeah, hey, Woody Allen, man. You can't really beat that. But, getting back to Fish last night.
Yes,
that's
go ahead.
why, that's why I'm so tired this morning.
But it was
I
tough for
jammed
you.
out, man.
You were having a good time.
I enjoyed it. Why not?
fun.
Well, only reason I enjoyed it is because we had really good seats, which we didn't actually get. We somehow obtained
we had
tickets.
2 tickets and we just stubbed down
Right.
for the other 2. But we almost lost you because...
You did.
I was going to ask you. I might as well have it on the air. John used the same ticket you did to get through the line. Why did you get stopped?
I had my F ticket because...
That's what John used.
No.
No,
paper
don't
ticket?
say yes.
The paper ticket?
Yes, you both walked in using... I gave you both the free tickets. We had both, so we can set this story up. Me and you, Kevin, were waiting for everyone to get there, so we were waiting right outside.
With all the dregs of society.
It was fun.
I enjoyed
It's definitely...
it. I've been to plenty of hippie shows. I mean, it's not my scene, really, but I don't have a scene. But you see a lot of fucking,
There's a lot out
a lot
there.
of not give a fucks. So,
Oh, yeah.
so
a
good
lot
for
of not
them.
give a fucks. But we were waiting, and some guy gave us 2 free tickets.
Yeah.
So, cut to, we had the 2 good seats. I gave you the free ticket and John the free ticket so we could stub down. But you got through. John got through and you didn't.
No.
He stopped you.
They did. Because I look like Nick Stahl, apparently. or I don't know.
So for the first, like, I would say 45 minutes of the show, you did what? I didn't see you. So what did you do?
So I went up to our seats by myself. I went to a Fish concert by myself.
How bad were our seats?
They were not good. Oh, I didn't go to our original seats. We were up.
Oh, you went to the free seats.
I went to the free F seat
and the
because
free
I wasn't
FC
walking up.
and that wasn't good.
It was all right, but I was like by myself, and I'm like sitting there.
I knew it too, and you were gonna leave, right?
I was about 10 minutes from fucking leaving.
I'm texting you every 5 seconds because I know you're gonna leave. I know you're just gonna head out. It's easy. You figure there's no traffic. You get home. You saw him for 10 minutes.
Oh god, what a
it's
waste.
worth the $60 for you to go hang out for a little bit.
Yeah,
and then
no,
leave.
it wasn't. But at that moment in my mind, I'm like, fuck this noise. Like,
you weren't having any fun. Not by yourself.
Well, no, I mean, I was there and I was just kind of watching. You know, it's one thing when you're with your friends and they're like you guys, you were enjoying the show, and I'm sitting there like, but I was just sitting there in a crowd of like dancing fucking hippies, and I was just like, get me the fuck out of here. But you guys came up with like the easiest decision basically, which was to take one ticket.
It's called stubbing down. Have you never done that at a show?
No, I'm sure I have.
See, that's like a Fish like thing. It's the stub down.
Okay.
You get 2 tickets with the good seats, and then someone leaves real quick with both tickets, goes to get the friend, brings the one friend back down with the with the other ticket. Boom, stub down.
No, it worked. And
of course it worked.
Went down, Hollywood Bowl, very cool venue.
Great
We have great seats.
We had great seats.
That's a fucking awesome venue. Yeah, so we're like, I don't know, what do you say, maybe 75 feet from the stage?
Oh yeah, we were basically front row. We were in the front row
little boxes
behind the the little pit area.
Right, and like everyone's having a good time. And it's a different. You hear it, you see them play. So I was enjoying it. Yes, after I got like $100 seats.
Right. Once we had the good seats, I knew you'd be fine. But I also knew that there was a good chance you were leaving.
Yeah, I was like, this is like, and I was texting my buddy Adrian, who lives down. I went to high school.
And where was he at?
He was, I don't know, like he's one of these dudes who travels on vacation to go see like 5 or 6 Fish shows.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore. That used to be my thing.
I wouldn't. I mean, like if I was into it from like when I was a teenager, like you were.
Oh yeah.
You know,
we used to go to like Cheese for 3 nights. And then in the summer you'd have Fish for a few nights. Like we used to do everything. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
One night's enough.
I think he went up to like Lake Tahoe and he went to San Francisco and he drove down for this show. I mean, it's crazy, yeah. But that's what he does on his vacation. Where I'll go, I don't know.
You're going to Hawaii.
Vegas.
You're going to Hawaii.
I'm going to Hawaii.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Are we gonna miss a show?
We're gonna miss a couple shows.
Really?
Maybe 2 shows. We'll fit one in.
I might have to have someone.
Oh really?
Sit in.
Who would that be? I have to approve it.
What will we do? Wait, we never talked about this. You're gonna leave for 2 weeks, and we're not gonna do a show.
It'll be all right. No, look, we have 24 episodes now. I think we could take like 2 weeks off.
We can have a summer vacation.
Sure. Everybody else does it.
I don't know. I'm scared.
We want me to call in.
We could like do the whole phone with you on a speakerphone.
Yeah. So you bring in somebody funny. And
no, I can't do the show without you. The show's not funny without you.
That's nice. But yes, because you are a pal, and I realized last night that you weren't gonna let me just sit out there.
Oh no, I was calling you, and they were like, "Oh, he'll be okay." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna keep calling him, and I'll get him."
And it made the night good. But yes, I had a shitty day at work today. Just like I was kind of cranky and like.
Did you drink a lot last night? I didn't really see how much you drank.
See, I don't know what to do at a Fish show. Like I don't do the whole hand.
Oh yeah,
dancing.
I'm moving the whole time. Yeah. I'm having a good time.
Because there are people who are losing their minds.
Oh yeah.
Like to that, and I was like feeling it. It's cool, like nice grooves and jazzy and rock and roll. It's like all the shit I like. But there are people who are, that's like their religion.
And they're into, I don't think they care what's on the stage. They are just lost for 3 hours. Yeah. They are just.
Which was great, good for them. But what was your favorite part of the show?
I don't know. My favorite part was maybe when they played While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
That's cool.
It's a Beatles tune. I wasn't happy. I was happy that we got good seats. I probably would not have enjoyed myself as much if I was up. Like
where we would have been
in the Q section, which is at the back.
Yeah, Z is like the last letter.
Yeah, it would have been shit.
Oh, wow,
it would have been miserable. We probably would have left.
I would have gone home. I would have said, "Fuck you! You're not coming with me." That's what you get. But my favorite part was watching the security guys try to like stop people from smoking weed the whole entire time.
It's a waste.
Honestly, I laughed my ass off. There was like these hippies in like a trance, they're dancing around, and this black dude, the security guy, and you could tell he was like, he's never like probably would not like fish very much.
Right.
Doesn't have fish in his iPod.
Right.
But the look on his face when he's trying to push people out of the aisle, like crazy white people dancing, like the look on his face was so good. He was just like baffled by what he was seeing.
Just thinking stupid.
He's
white
like,
people.
these fucking honkies
These
are crazy.
dumb white people.
Like that's why white people are crazy to black people, I would think.
Because of a fish concert.
Because of a fish concert, yeah.
That's funny.
Thank you.
That could be good.
Huh.
What else you got in your little notes? I noticed you have a lot of notes tonight. That's impressive. I like that you care that much that you make that many notes. It's amazing.
It's on construction paper, too. I stole it.
Why construction paper?
Because I was coloring today.
You were, and you do this at work?
Yeah, I had some time.
You just said it was a hard day.
It was
because you were
hard because I was sitting writing notes. I kind of snapped on somebody. Like, nobody really
No.
important.
Can you
Like-
tell us about it on the show? Because I haven't seen you. You didn't tell me about this. So
Oh, yeah.
It'll be perfect if
I mean, it's like, so we're loading into this new house, right? And it's like the new house for the week. We shoot a show.
And you got to bring in the crews. You got to
We got
bring
an
in
art
camera.
department. We got camera, audio,
You gotta take stuff out of the house,
production.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pain in my balls.
You
But we get it done.
You got to set the audience up. Not
Yeah.
everyone's in production.
No, it's okay. Like, it's a job, like anybody else's job. I had like shit to do at the beginning of the week, and then the rest of the week I can kind of like not worry as much as everything is set.
Okay.
But you got to land all this stuff. You got to land all the art department. You got to move all shit out. You got to light.
Right.
You got to do all this. So it was like throughout the morning, and things are just moving slow, and I'm just fucking pissy because I slept on my couch and had a hangover. Because again, I don't know what to do with my hands at a fish concert, so I just drink beer. And so one of the girls on set in one of the hair makeup thing, nice girl.
Okay.
I don't want to tell this story,
No, go ahead.
but she
you
was
already
like,
did it now. No names, but just go ahead.
no, there's no names, but like she's kind of a smart ass, and I don't like it. Like some girls, you can be a smart ass, like, oh, that's kind of cute, but I don't like her being a smart ass. And she was like, well, I had to give a message to her, and she's like, well, I'll just ask. I'm like, no, that's my job. You ask me. Like,
Oh, no.
I kind of got up on my high horse a little
Oh
bit.
no! What'd she say?
And I just, she probably gave me some shitty look. I don't know why. But I was, yeah.
You said no. You asked me.
No, I was just like, she was like, no, I'll go ask. I'm like, no, I'll ask because that's my job. That's exactly what I said. But I
Wow.
said it kind of like a dick.
We were doing.
My New York accent came out.
It comes out. I've noticed that when you get
Yeah.
angry, it comes out quick.
Yeah, I shouldn't have because it's not professional. But whatever. Who gives
How
a
did you
fuck?
say it? Can you tell us? Like, can you reenact it for me?
Okay, so here's the script. You say,
Okay, go ahead.
all right, what the fuck was it? She was like, so 10 minutes for this person. And I'm like, I'm not sure. Let me check. And she's like, no, it's 10 minutes. I just asked. And so that's what you would have said.
Okay, so it's just 10 minutes. I'm gonna ask.
No, you don't ask. I haven't asked yet. That's my fucking job. I don't think I said fuck, but I probably should have. It would have been really
wow.
cool. I would have got fired. Probably
Did she?
somebody's-
But she didn't.
I don't know. She was like, I doesn't matter.
I was on this show a couple weeks ago, and there was this girl
But I'm kind of a dick when I have to be.
in the script department, and everything. The first couple of days, like I know her, and also it's like, okay, she's a nice girl, and everything's cool. And then the first couple of days, I start to notice that everything I say to her, it's responded back by like a smart ass comment.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think she's doing it to be mean. She's trying to be
just
funny.
No, I think that's just who this girl is.
Okay, well, my girl was just trying. I think that's her sense of humor. Like, muted.
She's a nice girl, man. Like, never
I feel
did
the
nothing
same way.
wrong.
So now we're going on 2 days of this. Everything I say is a smart comment. And then finally, I said something like, oh, did you finally get the copier to work? And she goes, no, I'm just doing this because it's broken.
Oh.
And I said,
That's cunt.
and I said, and there was a few people around. I go, you say a lot of smart ass shit a lot of the time. And she goes, really? I go, yeah, it's kind of annoying. And I just walked away.
Well,
And that's where we left. And then the last couple of days, she didn't really talk to me as much. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Was she below you, above you? Where?
everyone's below me, Kevin.
there
No,
you go.
I'm just joking.
Good for you.
I was the. It wasn't like that, but in I guess in the ranking, yes, she was a little below me.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm finally getting a little bit of rank. And it's like,
going
look,
to your head a little bit.
Power is a dangerous thing.
I've only had to show my cards a few times where I
Yeah.
could be like that.
I'm,
But
I'm super cool. Like
one time I told a buddy.
I just said I'm super cool. I'm totally not cool.
That's why I ignored it.
I know.
Because I'm not gonna like let you be. Oh yeah, you really are.
You know,
a cool
I'm the
guy.
fucking man. Like, I get shit done.
Ugh,
No, I'm
God,
not.
is that how you feel?
No.
I get shit done. I feel like that.
Yeah.
Our jobs are to get.
Everybody gets shit done, though, you know? But
So-
sometimes it just drags on. You're like, all right.
What time do you have to be at set today?
8?
And you got done at 8?
No, I got done at 6.
What the fuck are you whining about?
I know, it's not bad.
It's a short day.
It is a short day.
And you
'Cause
get
I
to
get
sleep
shit
in.
done. Sleep in? What
You're
are-
30 years old. If you don't have to be at work till 8 o'clock, that's sleeping in.
Yeah, but that means I gotta wake up at 6:15. After suffering through... And you're wearing your Trey shirt, I see.
I am wearing
I didn't
a
even
Trey
notice
shirt.
that.
Well, I'm not gonna be like the Herbs who wear like all their Fish shirts. Remember we were standing there and the guys walked by and the guy was like, "Yeah, this is from like Fish 1997, man."
Pit stains, crusty.
A lot of scumbags walking around there.
Yeah, it's funny too because it's Hollywood, you know. So you get all like the fucking people who dress up like as a job, and they try to scum it down a little bit.
They
And
like they bust out like their old vintage
yeah,
shirts.
no, they go to like a pawn shop and or
spend
a fucking thrift
$55
shop.
on
Yeah,
like a vintage
on a
t-shirt.
vintage T-shirt and like, hey man, I'm cool. Keep on trucking, Jerry. But yeah,
You definitely see those real, like when we were walking to the train last night.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely see like the real people come. The real people are out there. The real dirty hippies are just. They don't
Yeah.
know. You don't know where they're gonna end up. Mm-hmm. We had that one run-in with the guy who finally you told Brian.
yeah.
your new friend
Fuck you, Brian. If you're listening to this, you're a fucking punk.
You finally told that kid to go away, right?
did.
Didn't you say so? What'd you say to him?
All right, so we're leaving the bowl last night.
Head to the train.
Heading to the train, and and this guy's just like, "Hey man, I'm Brian," and
And
like,
starts walking with us. And just
Yeah.
like kind of joins our little.
and I could tell he's fucking like.
See, the New York dick in you and the Chicago dick in me right away think, this guy's trying to hustle you for something. He's going to want money for a...
He's trying to get to the next fucking show, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm Brian. What's your name?" And I'm like,
Right. He
and
needs a ride.
I said, "Brian, I already got enough friends," and he was just like, "Huh?" And then he kept talking to me, and I stopped. You guys, I stopped walking. He kept walking. Then I met up with you guys, and then this piece of shit starts talking to John or something. He was a piece of shit. He was just a sketchball. Fucking,
You just assume he's like, he wants
maybe,
something.
yeah. Maybe he was going to show me, the path. But I was just like, fuck you. Get out of my face at a fish show. I want to get home.
Well, yeah, you were ready to go home. You were going to, at one point,
Hey, look,
you're running across the street to find a cab. You'll do anything to get the fuck
I
out
did.
of there.
I ran across
And then
Highland.
I wanted to smack you. We're like maybe
Half a
four
block.
or five maybe 4 songs left. And you're like, so they're probably almost done. You want to get out of here early and beat the crowd? I look at you like, we're not leaving a
I'm like,
fish
yeah,
show.
I know. This shit's awesome. Fuck. Yeah, it dragged on a little
You were
bit.
ready to go.
Like, if it was
like
Pearl
the-
Jam, if it was one of my favorite bands,
Right, you'd be...
I would be like, fuck you.
Tell me
Like,
how to feel at it.
Yeah,
You'd be-
I yelled it last night.
Right.
Tell me how to feel. I said, I don't know without you. But yeah, I mean, like, if it was my shit, like, you knew all the words, and you're like, something really stupid, blah. And
Right,
I'm just
right.
like,
I know all the
yeah.
gimmicks, and yeah, it's
You're
my
like, watch
world.
the lights. But it was exciting for you, so good for you. Cross off your bucket list.
It's not a...
But yeah, I ran across Highland Boulevard, which is like the main street going into Hollywood. And I'm like, I'm going to find a cab. Not thinking that everybody's trying to go north on the 101. There's not even close to a fucking cab stand anywhere near
No.
there.
So we keep walking the train. We knew you were gone. And at this point, we're like, fuck
Yeah.
it, he'd be fine. So
I'm
we
like,
walk,
I guess, good show.
we walk all the way to the train. As we're about to like cross over into the train station, who walks down to the train? We see Kevin Crowley running down the train station.
I'm quick, man. I don't like crowds very much, so I'll
yeah,
just...
you're impatient.
Yeah, I am. Like, I walk, I mean...
I would have sat in our seats for the next hour just waiting for everyone to leave the bowl. Easily.
Madness.
Just sit there.
We got to beat a crowd. Like, that's half the fun of going to an event. Is like fucking...
At
like,
the end, like, getting out before them.
Yeah, or not even that. I mean, like I'll stay to the end of any game or any. Well,
But you're just saying, like, beat the crowd. Like, be able to hustle past
yeah,
people
you gotta
quick.
like, because people walk, especially at a fucking fish show. Everyone's coming down off of acid. The lights are up. And they're like, oh my god, I'm in Hollywood. It's like this, and then I'm just like, get out of my way. You stink.
There
Like,
was
you
a couple.
smell.
There were a couple stinkers.
Oh, dude, I was walking behind some dude, and he just fucking BO, and I'm like, I have to get out, and I went fucking Fred Flintstone. We jumped up on a rock.
Yeah, you were going across the street. You ran across 8 lanes of traffic just to get out of a cab. Like, you were gone.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the 101 is like I live right up the street, and everybody is coming from that way, and I'm like, oh, this is I've made such a mistake.
You just don't. You move too quick for us.
Yeah, it's okay.
And that was our evening at Fish.
Yeah, so that's...
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, Fish.
Oh, the crazy thing though, was at the Fish, but not about Fish. Was when we were all leaving, everyone starts yelling Amber Alert. Everyone's iPhones were going off because
saw that.
everyone was getting
I got
Amber
one.
Alerts. There's some dumb fucks. One guy gets the Amber Alert. He looks at me and goes, "Oh man, that probably means a couple people are dead or something." I'm like, that's not what an Amber Alert is, you dummy. It means someone got kidnapped.
But he could tell you what, Fluffhead is about.
He could tell you how many times Fluffhead was played on this tour and what year was the last time it was played for 17 minutes.
That's useful.
But he didn't know what a fucking Amber Alert was.
Maybe he was rolling.
Too high on mescaline.
Mescaline. Exactly. I'm a fan.
What else you got in the notes for us this evening? Tell us what's next.
Well, you know how I like my programs.
What's Kevin watching?
Yes, it was an original thing. But I'll tell you what I have been watching.
Go ahead.
I really enjoy. It's called Extreme Fat Fucks.
On ABC.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like the first.
Is it like Biggest Loser?
Yeah. I mean, like, look, and I've never been 400 pounds, thankfully.
You probably want to be. One day you probably want to
If I could be, I've said this before, if I could be like 400 pounds for 3 hours, I would absolutely do it. If I just sit at a Wendy's and break a stool. If I was 400 pounds for 3 hours. If I could take a shit as a 400-pound Kevin Crowley and then wake up as me now,
You have a different view of the world.
I would. But I like this show, Extreme Fat Fucks.
Okay, go ahead. Why do you like it so much?
Because, it's, you know how I like my fatties?
Yo, you got it. I've never met anybody in my life who enjoys other people's pain so much. Hoarders, intervention, extreme fat fucks. I've never met anybody who gets so much joy out of other people's just shitty things.
The first half hour is really good because that's when they're all fat.
Right.
But then they start losing weight, which is great, but it kind of loses steam for me.
Is it a one-off every episode, or is it
it follows
a new fat fuck every week?
Yeah. So Extreme Fat Fucks for 365 days for a full year.
In one episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I guess they follow that. Obviously there's a production crew and stuff. And there's a 3-month goal, fat fuck, 6-month goal, 9-month goal, and then they reveal them. And there is always they're always successful. Like this dude, the trainer. I want to train with this dude. I'm a fan. But yeah, it's just extreme fat fucks. But I bring that up because CBS is now blacked out. CBS and Showtime for Time Warner subscribers.
Everything that's owned by CBS.
Yeah. So they blacked that shit out, and I can't watch.
Extreme Fat Fucks is on CBS?
No, thankfully, thank God, Jesus. Extreme Fat Fucks is on ABC, not CBS. But with that comes Showtime, and I'm trying to
Yeah, Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
Goddamn good show.
I was in the middle of it, and now it's blacked out. It probably won't last too long. I don't know. These things don't tend to last.
It got picked up for a second season.
No. I'm talking about the blackout.
Well, what's weird about that is usually it doesn't go this far.
Yeah, when they actually.
That's what's odd about this.
I remember AMC, was it Dish? I think. Had beef with them,
and it all goes away at the 12. What's that saying at the midnight hour or at the right the last
turn
minute
into a pumpkin.
Yeah, but this one is going pretty deep. It's going a little bit farther than the other ones have gone. You've actually lost the chance. Time Warner's are big.
Yeah, now I got Stars, which I never watch anyway. But I need CBS, fucking golf.
Are you calling your cable company and telling them that you deserve some kind of?
I probably should.
You should be getting compensated. You're not the one that you're not in this dispute.
I should cancel my shit anyway.
You should have DirecTV anyways, or you reverse.
Yeah, but
Time Warner sucks.
I know. Yeah, they do. And this is proof of it. That
we need to get CBS back because you're.
I like 60 Minutes.
If you don't get your programs, you're not the same Kevin.
That's the one program I watch on CBS. 60 Minutes. It makes me feel a little bit smarter, but I'm pretty dumb, But watching that makes me feel smarter. And now I can't watch it. They always got stuff. And Showtime, they sometimes have some softcore porn.
Do you like softcore porn better on Showtime, HBO, or Cinemax?
Skinemax, I think, goes the best. It's not Cinemax. It's never been Cinemax.
It's Skinemax.
It's always been Skinemax. So I still have that, thankfully. Code Confidential. I'm following the story. It's a little.
Hotel Erotica is a good one.
It's pretty.
HBO never had good.
No,
But they had good programming though. They had the Cat House program.
Yes, that's
They
pretty
had
good.
what was the big one that's been on for years?
Taxi Cab
No,
Confessions?
well that yes. Oh my god, that one. So, but what's the sex program that's been on for years?
Oh, Real Sex.
Real Sex.
Holy shit! I remember watching Real Sex at sleepovers and being like, "Wow, this is like I need HBO," and I didn't get it for like 20 years.
It's funny.
Yeah, so that's kind of lame. That's in the news.
Oh wait, take us to the news. What else you got in the news this week for us?
I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to the news. I know that a lot of sports people are like shit in the bed.
Your boy A-Rod.
Yeah, fuck A-Rod. He was never a Yankee.
That's odd. He's been a Yankee for
I know,
quite some
7
time.
years, I think. That's so like lame as a fan. He was never a Yankee. No, he absolutely was. He got checks with their
And now he's
logo on
out.
him.
He's playing. He's out now, or how?
Yeah, he played today.
When's his last day?
Thursday, I guess.
And then
That's
he's
what I
out
heard.
until when?
211 games. So the rest of this season and all of next season. And he'll be 40.
And he's still getting paid.
No, they're gonna find something to get out of that contract. You can't ban a guy that amount of time.
What's gonna happen to all his like endorsements though? He's getting paid.
He's done. Like he's the next Lance Armstrong.
You think so?
Yeah, his fucking Tiger Woods had it for a couple months, but he's back. But A-Rod, I think his credibility, his celebrity, his status is gonna be tainted.
And what did he
Look
take?
at Barry Bonds.
What
When's
is
the
it
last time
that
you
he
saw Barry
took?
Bonds?
Yeah, no one gives a shit about Barry
They
Bonds.
disappear. And fucking A-Rod is the biggest egomaniac.
So
in the
you don't
world.
think he'll even play again?
No, I don't.
You think that after
if this goes through, which it will, and the Yankees suck this year anyway. Everybody's hurt.
you think he's not even gonna play anymore?
Well, he's not playing the rest of this year or next year, so yeah, no one's. But the Yankees, Yankees are gonna find some way to get rid of him. They gotta cut him out. They gotta find a loophole in his contract. They're gonna go to civil court if they need to Supreme Court to get out of this shit.
Right.
Yeah, and so him and I think 12 other guys, a bunch of bums, honestly. There's only like one other big name. It's Nelson Cruz, who plays on the Texas Rangers.
And they all got the same suspension to
No,
him.
I think they got suspended 50 games, but they just don't like A-Rod, I guess.
Why did he get 211 just to prove a point because of his name?
I don't know. Maybe it's because he had prior that's a good question.
Some people were saying lifetime ban, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, and
Pete Rose must be just
all
fucking.
Pete Rose did was gamble at.
And he didn't even cheat.
No.
All he did was bet to win.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you, if these guys do use performance enhancing drugs.
I care.
I
Well, I think that it needs to be set. Either everyone can do it, or
right, and I mean they're not illegal. I'm not sure if the legality of them are they illegal.
we've had this before. You've said before there are some drugs and some aren't legal.
Yeah, like we
but
could
the
take
major
HGH.
league, yeah, but the Major League Baseball has rules. It's illegal in Major League Baseball. So if it's illegal in baseball, it might as well be illegal in real life.
No, but they have I don't know. They have rules, I guess.
Of course they have
that
rules.
don't abide to us.
No, Kevin. You don't have a job that makes you have to be a high performance person.
Yeah, I do.
You don't get paid based on that.
Well, I don't.
I'm saying the league has rules.
Yeah, I guess
If
so.
it's not, I don't. You think it should be okay for sports players that you pay?
If my team is winning, sure.
I don't know. I think it kind of makes it kind of shitty.
But
if there's an
you
edge.
want to see,
Don't you want to see a fair fight?
But these guys are athletes.
Right.
I mean, most of the shit is for rehab anyway, for old injuries. It's not so you could lift more. It's so that you can get back off the disabled list in 15 days instead of 60.
Well, I think in those instances, that kind of stuff should be okay, but that's not what they were doing.
This is like blood plasma transfer. Like honestly, I don't know. It's injections. Yeah, so I do have a beef as it, but
we're not talking about. It wasn't A-Rod was hurt and he was trying to get back faster. He was.
Well,
playing.
he's been doing this shit probably for about 10, 12 years. That's why he keeps getting hurt now. He's been hurt the last 3 seasons, and he sucks. He stopped using the juice, and his game completely fell off, and he got injuries. So yeah, fuck him. It's like
Fuck him.
live
If
by the
you-
sword, die by the sword. I guess.
I think it should be a fair fight in sports.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
there's been drug testing in sports forever.
I think there should be a zero tolerance. You should be able to play when you get old enough. If you're not good anymore and you can't play the way you used to, then you can't get paid the millions of dollars and you move on, honey.
But Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa when they were in like '98, I think.
That shit was fun.
That was amazing. That turned the whole entire sport around, and both those guys looked like Bruce Banner. Looked like the fucking Hulk. You know, and it was amazing. I remember when McGwire hit his 62nd home run.
People were going nuts.
I was going apeshit.
But they were all using.
But we didn't know.
Right, but we know now, and now it doesn't mean the same as it did back then.
Yeah, but it still was pretty cool.
It was fun.
That brought, because there was a strike
then remember,
like 3 or 4 years before that, and that completely brought the game
And then
back.
remember when Sammy Sosa got caught with the bat?
Oh, yeah, the cork bat.
The cork bat. BP.
What a scumbag.
BP is for bad batting practice. BP, man.
Yeah, I know. Sammy Sosa.
See, that's just I'm saying. The cheating makes it looks scummy.
Yeah. Mark McGuire's coaching on the Dodgers now. Do you know that? He's their hitting coach. He looks terrifying. Like, if you, went to, pick up his daughter for a date or something, and you saw him.
Is he still beefy?
I guess so. But, he's all gray and all that.
Yeah.
How do we get into Mark McGuire?
You brought him up.
He's a handsome devil. I got mistaken for Mark McGuire.
No, you didn't.
I'm a handsome devil.
You can't go from Peter Dinklage to
to
Mark
Mac.
to Mac.
Big Mac. Yeah, and did you hear about this dude Riley Cooper?
Riley Cooper.
On the Eagles? On the Philadelphia Eagles? He's a wide receiver.
Oh, I read something. What did I see? It was on the news this morning.
He went to... Well,
Or
this,
ESPN news.
he went to a Kenny Chesney concert a couple weeks ago, and I guess he was drunk. And, I could only imagine a Kenny Chesney concert.
How crazy it gets there.
Yeah, and just how many fucking rednecks are there.
Yeah,
So
but think about how many good-looking women.
Yeah,
are there.
absolutely. Yeah. Every Southern girl, man. Anyway, so he's at at this concert, and I guess he gets into this beef with a security guy, and somebody is, recording him on phone, and he's like, "I'll take all you niggers on."
Oh.
And he said it twice in 6 seconds, and some dumbass, one of his friends, was taping him, and this video got posted on something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he's saying, the N word.
Right.
N word. That's all right. I already said it. I'm just saying it again. But yeah. So he had So now, and they're in training camp. Everybody, now. So he was held out for 3 games, and he had to do this whole apology tour. But he's an asshole for saying it.
Of course.
But now everybody has.
See, but what happens to your stance about he should have the right to say whatever he wants?
I guess you're right.
No, not you're right. That's your saying.
I know.
That's a Kevin Crowley thing.
He's an asshole for saying it, but the asshole who posted it is who probably he bought the ticket
There
for.
was a thing on Newsroom. Part of the Newsroom last week was about that. There was a news story, and I don't remember how it was used, but the story it had, you had to say the N word. That was part of it. It made the story to say that was the whole point of the story was the N word.
Yes.
But that was the point. So the white anchor said it. And then he gets off the air and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Why would you say that?"
Oh, he said nigger?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's
Was
like,
it
well,
nigga?
No, he said, nigger.
Oh.
And he's like, "Well, what do you mean? The story is to say the word." He's
Yeah.
like, the story's not to say the N word.
The news
He's like,
doesn't
that's not what
report
you
that
say.
way.
You don't say the blah, 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 the N word, because that wouldn't sound good.
The news invented the N word.
Right.
So
and it was a whole thing all about that.
that's interesting.
It was
Maybe
cool.
I should watch this season.
Dude, the Newsroom is so goddamn
Is it?
good. I don't care what everyone fucking says. Some people like to hate on Sorkin because he's got his style, but isn't that what makes someone great when you have your own style and you can see something and be like, "Oh my god, that's this guy. Oh, that's Spielberg. Oh, that's this." Mm-hmm. That's what makes it amazing.
Yeah, but this dude, he got held out of training camp practices, and he had to do an apology, and he's like the Paula Dean of the next week. No one remembers Paula Dean said nigger.
It's done.
Yeah, Riley Cooper's the new one.
But the problem is she didn't say it now. She said it 20 years
Right.
ago. So I mean, now it's 20 years and 3 months old. Who gives a shit already?
Yeah.
It's enough.
But this dude, this guy, and he plays the majority of every NFL team is black dudes.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, "You kidding me, this motherfucker?" So, but they
Now-
have to play
Is he gonna play?
Yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns in a scrimmage today.
Yeah, but I'm sure some people are gonna be gunning for him.
Yeah, but Michael Vick, who's the Eagles quarterback now, he was like, "Oh, everyone deserves a second chance."
Yeah, he's thinking thank.
And he was
God.
petting a puppy.
Yeah, this Michael Vick's thinking, thank God
Yeah.
this guy called this other guy the N word, because now I'm not so bad for a little while. I can go back to beating up dogs for a couple weeks.
He's just kidney punch a lab.
Fight, you damn dog.
Actually, today it was weird. I was driving to work, and I'm driving down Western Boulevard, Western Avenue, whatever it is.
No one cares.
Okay. And I'm at it's a green light starts, and 2 dogs just walk into Western at like 7:45 in the morning. No leash, no owner. They're just walking, and like
shit.
it's rush hour, and I'm like, oh my god,
It's Hollywood, man.
Michael Vick.
Hollywood.
Michael Vick was salivating. He was like,
we could have used these.
I got
things.
the one on the right. And then the final thing again was this new story. Johnny Manziel. It's sports heavy talk right now because that's really the only news that happened as far as I know. But he is being investigated by the NCAA for receiving like $8,000 for signing autographs. And this is he won the Heisman Trophy last year. He's quarterback.
You can't do that.
Texas A&M. No, college sports.
Oh no, you can't.
College sports can't profit at all.
Right.
And this guy is probably going to be like the number 1 pick in the draft at some point. And now that may all be done.
For $8,000.
$8,000. And like, I guess like his like assistant ratted him out or something. So that's like coming up too, man. But college athletes, they're basically building their future. They're building like their stock to become millionaires.
I don't really necessarily think that they should be allowed to make money off of their college fame. I think
all the video games, the jerseys. I mean, they should get some kind of piece of that. It all goes back to the college.
Part of me thinks they should get a piece of.
They get scholarships, so that if it's a full ride scholarship, that's what like $40,000 these days.
They use the names in college, and I don't play. See, they don't use names; they use numbers, right?
Yeah.
See, so fuck you.
But they still use their likeness and stuff.
No, they don't, because these players aren't going in and doing.
Well, they're not doing motion capture.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So
they'll be. They'll be on the cover of the game, or they'll be.
So the guy in the cover of the NCAA 2013,
like the running
he
back,
doesn't get like any stipend for that. He gets nothing.
No, if like the running back for let's say USC has like a good year this year, and like their quarterback, has 40 touchdown passes, and he's on a billboard in the middle of Los Angeles, like he doesn't get a dime for that.
Are they allowed to have jobs or no?
Yeah, I think so.
So why can't this be part of their job?
I mean, I guess there's rules, like the strictest rules. I mean, any kind of gambling, any kind of like profiting of anything, like the NCAA will like, take you out for like 2 years.
See, it's kind of double-edged sword. Like, part of me thinks, they shouldn't be. They're playing college. They should get an education. They should play their sports and then go make.
But they're making the university millions, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions.
They deserve to get something. They're the ones that are on. They're putting their.
But they're just building their stock, and I think like 10% of NCAA athletes make it to the NFL. So, they might
10% is not bad though.
Yeah, it's 10%.
It's not bad.
Oh.
Odds are pretty.
It's in your favor, 1 out of 10. So yeah, Johnny Manziel. See what happens with that.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't care either. Is that it, Kev? Is that all we got for this night?
I think it might be.
It's a slow night. It's all right to have a slow night.
I'm a little snoozy.
You're snoozy. You need to get some rest.
I do. I have a big day tomorrow. I got to yell at that girl again.
Are you nervous to see her now?
Not at all.
Is she the same one that left her phone calling, yelling at you?
Yeah.
Ugh. So every day it's something with this one.
Maybe.
I hate that. Like when every day there's this one person.
Yeah.
That is going to just be a fucking thorn.
I'm not saying that, but yeah, absolutely.
I've said before on this other shitty show I did, there was this woman who every day when you walked in, you'd be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And she'd be like, "Oh," she'd come in and just mumble, and you'd be like, "Can't you fucking smile say something nice?"
This girl
once?
rolls her eyes a lot.
Ugh.
And she has a little bit of attitude, and yeah.
As you asked me, is she above or below you?
Below.
So what can happen?
Nothing.
Does other people like her? Is she liked?
I don't think so. I don't know.
So fuck her.
Yeah.
Tell her. So you kind of think she's kind of cute too?
No, but I would.
Just if you had to.
Sure.
All right. Thanks for listening. Badtakeout.com.